Today is Thursday, August 16th, 2012. This is Lujan.com, and today's report is four stories that occurred today. One of them I found from the WorldNet Daily regarding a shooting at the Family Research Council. Today there was a shooting in Washington, D.C. at a biblically based research group, advocacy group actually, called the Family Research Council, which is best known for its stance on traditional biblical marriage and biblical family values. Today, a shooter walked into the building holding, I believe, either was a Chick-fil-A bag or something related to Chick-fil-A, which I think was kind of bizarre, but began saying things about the views of the Family Research Council with a firearm with the intention of shooting. Shots were fired. A security guard essentially tackled the guy, made a total hero move. The security guard was shot. Apparently he's alive and doing well, and the shooter is in custody. And the question that I would ask you is, well, actually, before I ask the question, I think just to give a little bit of background, the Family Research Council was actually deemed as a hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center. And a lot of the media has positioned groups like the Family Research Council as anti-gay, suggesting that they're actually a hate group, when in fact, if you research the FRC, there's nothing within their history that suggests that they've done anything to attack people that consider themselves homosexual. So the question I would pose to you is, by positioning groups like the Family Research Council as anti-gay, or like the Southern Poverty Law Center has done and deemed them hate groups, does that encourage individuals like this shooter today? Second story today was out of Infowars.com. Social Security Administration to purchase 174,000 rounds of hollow point bullets. I reported 2 days ago that the Department of Homeland Security placed a bid for 750 million rounds of ammunition. Now today it's been reported that the Social Security Administration is now bidding for a contract to have fulfilled for 174,000 rounds of hollow point bullets. According to FedBiz Ops website, they're looking for 357 SIGs, 125 grain bonded jacketed hollow point pistol ammunition. What's so crazy about hollow point bullets is they're actually designed to destroy internal organs once they enter the human body. So these are extremely violent pieces of ammunition, usually used in the battlefield, I would imagine. Very interesting that the Social Security Administration would actually be purchasing these types of weapons. They're scheduled to be distributed to offices in Baltimore, Maryland, Los Angeles, Detroit, Oklahoma City, Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, Denver, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and Seattle. So the question I pose to you is, why is the Social Security Administration purchasing ammunition? Third story today is a story by Infowars.com. Paul Joseph Watson, Department of Homeland Security classifies new ammo purchases following controversy. So since the report that I made 2 days ago, the DHS has since blacked out the amount of ammunition that they're actually purchasing in these orders. And according to the law here in the United States, it's actually illegal. In order to classify a document, it has to be done by an act of Congress for the purposes of national security. That was not done. The Department of Homeland Security is blacking out the amount of ammunition that they are purchasing. So it only compounds the question as to why they're doing this. So then I would beg the question, well, where is this ammunition going? So could this possibly be going to Mexico, like Fast and Furious uncovered, where the whole deal of the federal government sending guns to Mexico and bringing in drugs from the Mexican cartels? Is this going to Afghanistan and funding Al-Qaeda, which on record is a essentially proxy army for intelligence agencies in the United States? Is this going somewhere else to other groups that we don't even know about? Or maybe they're just purchasing a ton of ammunition, so it'll be extremely expensive, and there will be so few ammunition left, such few ammunition left that regular citizens like us under the Second Amendment wouldn't be able to purchase it. So the question to you is, why is the Department of Homeland Security covering up the number of ammunition that they're actually purchasing? Fourth story today is from the LA Times. Immigration Service expects flood of applications from use. Starting Wednesday, under the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, illegal immigrants who came as children can seek to legally stay under the Obama initiative. So essentially what we have starting on Wednesday is 1.2 million undocumented immigrants who entered this country illegally are able to apply for a pathway to citizenship where they can actually have access to workers' permits, be able to be assigned social security numbers, and legally work in the United States if they entered the United States before they were the age of 16. Last article that I wanted to share with you occurred in Syria this morning. A fighter jet in the northern area of Syria dropped, I believe, 2 bombs in a residential neighborhood, wounding at least 100 and killing over 40 civilians. Very tragic, heartbreaking. Women, children. I want to share with you a short video produced by Human Rights Watch, actually showing footage on the ground, interviewing people that were affected by this bombing. Let's take a look.
أنا دفنت في إيدي 12 واحد. 12 واحد. أبوي وأمي وأختي. أعد لك أساميهم. نادرة دنون، يوسف فياض دنون، هذا أبوي. أمينة دنون، هي أمي. أمينة جميل دنون، هي أمي. نادرة دنون، قرينا اسمها ما. تيجي نسوان أختي ميادة حسانو، زوجة سمير دنون. أخذوه إسعاف على تركيا.
How many houses were here?
كم بيت كان هون تضرروا؟
5 6
تقريبا 6 تقريبا.
كثير
22
القتلى تقريبا 30 صار. ابو حميد وينك؟